Kani kadiga bati CTV, mat pidang pek yaki kubor baman kasni, belawan rasha pida ka Orange Nissan Loom Sopo near Fire Brigade Shillong, ringkat bat ka eco-friendly enterprise, ki plakot nagamenta ki jingdon kam hakasong, bat kara karong.
Ka Negrams Hospital Maudiang-diang, naduk akhatway terek mentau penai jembang arcar arpau, kan saya selok bat sengap yaki nongpang ki bayo ekajingpang babun jaj tangling bakafun bat yakni latip kum ka tele consultation. Ba da ka bapenan kam ru da ka WhatsApp kum ju ki mobile app bat desktop app ka Skype bat Facebook. Ya kani lapan penada gi he jong ka Negrams Hospital hapo ka jingelam jong director Dr. DM Thapa ha ka jinge kendo pakina pathai gobor ha ka pratrek u jemang arjar arpau. Naduk ka khatway trik mentau jemang arjar arpau ki patba ki basitom ki laban pentep sha ki Dr. jong ka Negrams Hospital halor ki jingpang jong ki da ka basupun ne WhatsApp ha u number nriu not khandai not nriu khandai sau not nriu not khandai sau iwe khandai not nriu not khandai sau pra sau san ar nriu not khandai iwe khandai ar khandai not nriu not lai not khandai nriu pra lai khandai nriu not lai not khandai nriu pra sau not bat khandai sau not ar iwe nhau pra lai sao lai ki nong pang kila ro pan penankam daga Facebook daga penankam yau ID COVID teleconsultation Negrams but COVID teleconsultation a Negrams daga Skype dau ID RCC telemedicine Negrams but teleconsultation Negrams ki app pat ki kentop ya ka video mobile but ka video desktop ki balak ban download na ka Play Store.
The Negram is supposed to cater to the needs of the 8 northeastern states. So that is why we thought is as this barrier has to be crossed, and many of the patients who were taking consultations earlier from various northeastern states, they are not able to come for routine problems or some emergency teleconsultations. Emergency consultations which they were able to come. Now we have thought about is to start this teleconsultation for non-COVID patients. We had COVID patients teleconsultation which was inaugurated by our Honorable Chief Minister Shri Conrad Sangmaji, and now we thought is we also start the on various days the these consultations for various departments. We have listed general medicine, dental, cardiology, orthopedics, psychiatry, palliative care, obstetrics and gynecology, neurology, urology, oncology, dermatology, ENT and ophthalmology. Depending upon the need, we have given more slots for certain specialties because we have observed that these specialties are more often being consulted. So that is why we will be providing the online consultations. This is basically, these consultations will be both in a nature of we may call it as a teleconsultation, but basically they go much beyond it. Because whenever we are giving a consultation, we have to make a diagnosis, and then based on the history of a patient, or sometimes if he has got some test done or something, we on the basis of this, and then we have to give him a therapy also. Although this teleconsultation also can be utilized for telemonitoring and tele-rehabilitation also, we are not going to that extent. At the moment, the focus is only on this on phone and through video chat. We have various modules which patients can utilize, and then they can have the consultation with this. Already we have this the Setu app, you know that which is being utilized by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, which is promoted that each individual person should this download that app onto their mobile phones. So that is a different type of work which it does. But here what we are doing is we are directly, whatever patients follow-up problems are there, the issues are there, so those problems, issues can be tackled and these can be addressed. We know that the telemedicine cannot address all the issues. There are various issues and problems with the telemedicine, but we will reassure the people who are seeking teleconsultations that their privacy and data protection will be ensured. So we will see to it that these issues are not violated in any way, not in have come in a big way to the to our center here and in India as such. These are in the form of variables, artificial intelligence, machine learning and big data, which have the potential to benefit the patients, medical staff, healthcare and organization. And nowadays, because most of the patients they are afraid of even visiting the hospitals, okay, and then we can even do a trials even before patient comes, okay. So if he has, we ask him the fever, cough, breathlessness, these symptoms itself. So we can direct the patients, okay, you can come to the COVID area of the hospital or you visit to the non-COVID area of the hospital. Because in the non-COVID area of the hospital also, before registration of the patients, we have already introduced a slip. In that slip, patient has to tell that whether he has a fever, cough, breathlessness or the running nose. If these features are there, we will again direct the patients to the COVID area. So this is how the scenario which is working in the like this. This teleconsultation facility, we will launch it from Monday onward, and we thought we will introduce this thing through a press meet so that the people will know it by which phone number dialing they can consult us. So we have put those phone numbers which are there, and then depending upon which specialty they want, they can ask for that specialty person, and then that person will take up his call and give the reply to his questions.
This is the summary of all the teleconsultation services that we are going to provide. Now, we must understand one thing. This is going to be successful only when the people come to know these numbers, the addresses through which they can contact us. If it remains with us, we are a wonderful technologically equipped area with no information to the public. Public has to know that it's very simple. It is nothing complicated. We have got 6 mobile numbers. 4 have been added. We had already put 2 for the COVID-19. It should be made clear that even if people call us on the COVID-19 for a non-COVID consultation, we shall honor it. It is not that, no, this is the COVID number, you call the other number. Public has to have that convenience. They should not have to run from one number to the other. But one thing they have to know, we have given, just like any standard OPD, there are dates and timings for the OPDs. So, whatever the requirements according to the, say, dermatology, according to medicine, cardiology, they will be calling on those times. If somebody is not wanting a consultation today, but he says, I would like to book an appointment for teleconsultation, they will see these days on which medicine is there, the day on which cardiology is there, and they can call at that time. Okay, if they want to book it beforehand, again they can book it, but they will also have to, at that time, they will go to this website, put their name, date of birth, gender, their own mobile number, so that we can contact them, address, PIN code, and if they have an email, they can give the email. Email should not put off somebody, oh, I don't have an email ID. Not everybody in the villages may have, but at least they have to have an address. The PIN code will localize that it is from this region, so when something goes wrong, the ambulances, etc., they can be directed to that region which is nearest. We have, if they have a desktop computer, they can download from Play Store. This is the Government of India software app, Video Desktop. So they can download Video Desktop onto their computer, and on that the field is there. So when they contact us, automatically their medical registration number is generated. If they are not having a computer but they have a mobile, there is a video mobile, again from Play Store. They can download it. If they have any problem, they can still call us on the mobile numbers and we will attend to their calls. People are comfortable when they are seeing the doctor, and the doctor is comfortable when they are seeing the patient. So we are trying our level best to ensure that the patient will be able to be seen. There are certain limitations. I cannot feel his liver, I cannot feel his kidney on teleconsultation. These are limitations. Previously these were very important limitations, but in view of the COVID, the government has come out with guidelines that up to a point we can give advice. But if we have never seen the patient and it's depending on a lot of examination, we will have to ask him to go to the nearest health center. There the doctor can write the findings, then they can call us with those findings and we can give our opinions on that basis. If a person is needing a consultation on this, but he is not having a Android phone, then the least he needs to do is he can call us directly on the phone. We can give him advice up to a point for non-emergency cases with an advice to consult his nearest doctor at the earliest. However, if we can at least get his friend or neighbor to allow him to use that phone and call us up, we will be able to again see him and give his treatment. It is important because we are trying to reach the last mile. The person in the remotest corner, he may not have a good connectivity. Some people use Skype, but his network may not be good. People may be using WhatsApp. People may be using Facebook. People are familiar with these things today. So they can call through Facebook. The identity, if they are calling through Facebook, they have the places to contact, ID. If they are calling through Skype, these are already given. These are the contacts they can have. They can call on WhatsApp. And these are all services from 9 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the evening in two sessions, 9:30 to 12:30, and in the afternoon session from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. For emergency requirements, we run also one for palliative care patients, patients with cancer, terminally ill. They cannot go anywhere and time is not on their side. They are suffering, time is short, so we have to address their needs as early as possible. For them, we have got an emergency helpline number which is also given. So they can call on this emergency palliative care number and they will be advised to do what. In case of any difficulty with all of this, they can still go to the website www.negrims.gov.in and they will find all the details given there. Now, these are the standard services being provided, and it is hoped that people will utilize it to the maximum. But it is to be understood, this is an OPD service. It is not an emergency service except for palliative care. Because emergency services, we are all aware, we can take an 108 ambulance and go to the hospitals where needed.